12 laps to go in the Subway Jalapeno 250 powered by Coca-Cola. You're watching Dale Earnhardt Jr. lead this race in the car numbered 3, painted up like one of the ones his father made so famous during his glorious racing career. Richard Childress top right. One of the men collaborating on making this a reality, Tony Eury Jr., the man who prepared the car, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. behind the wheel, trying to see if he can stay out in front of this very talented group of guys behind him and bring that 3-car home to victory tonight here at the World Center of Racing.
I like his chances, but I'm looking back behind this group, and we talked about how those groups separated. Brad Keselowski's leading this second group back up through there. Been, the last few laps about a half a second faster than Junior. So they're going to get there, it looks like.
Yeah, and they're going to get a chance, too, because at some point in time, the 18 and the 20 are going to try to get by. Kevin Harvick's going to also probably try to get out and try to do what he can to win this race. So that's going to allow them, once these guys get side by side.
Clint Boyer and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 5th and 6th, tucked up tightly together. You mentioned what a nice job Stenhouse has done tonight.
He really has. He qualified well. He drove his car smart through the first part of this race, and now he's got himself up here with a chance to get a top 5 finish. We've documented the troubles that he's had, but this is a great night for him.
One thing you got to do, too, is give him credit for knowing how he needed this car to handle and getting it set up for the race and having a good handling race car, because that's what's kept him up there.
Doc? Exactly, Andy. They made major adjustments on that first stop with track bar and wedge and air pressure. When he told him, he said the car is now good in, a little bit free coming off, and they said just drive it and be comfortable. He told me before the race that his run at Loudon last week had given him so much confidence, and that's what made the difference in qualifying today when he qualified 6th and now trying to hang on and maybe, just maybe, get his first top 5 finish of 2010.
Doc, interestingly enough, in a news conference earlier today here at the Speedway, NASCAR Chairman and CEO Brian France said that changes may be coming to this nationwide series to ensure that seats remain available for young drivers and new teams like Stenhouse, a young talent trying to build his way up the racing ladder.
It's always a balance, though, between having all these Cup stars and great race car drivers in the series for the young guys to learn from and having enough available seats.
Jeremy Clements has been coasting on the apron. It looks like he's going to make it back around to pit road.
Yeah, he is. That's him there rolling in.
So we stay under the green flag. 29 cars on the lead lap, 9 laps to go, Dave.
And Alan, when you think about the paint scheme on this 3-car and why Junior chose it with the entities that all agreed to doing this over all the others he had the options on, it's interesting to hear his answer on that. We talked to him in qualifying today. He was a little bit jealous when Martin Truex got to use it in 2004 on his way to his first of 2 nationwide championships. It was his favorite paint scheme that his dad ran growing up. And even recently, he's used it to design his own cars when he races online. He said, I wanted to make sure that if I ran this 3 one last time, that it was going to be in this paint scheme, the one that was my favorite whenever my dad drove it.
Running this car tonight, the collaboration between Teresa Earnhardt, Richard Childress, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. And right now, I can tell you just from watching the fans on the property earlier today, there are a lot of Wrangler yellow and blue 3 shirts in this grandstand. If he's able to hold off this snarling pack of drivers, it's going to be an awfully loud ovation.
Yeah, you see, it's just a 4-car pack right there, but now Keselowski has got up to Stenhouse, and he's been catching this group 3, 4, 5 tenths a lap. I think he's going to get right to him it looks like at the end of the race.
Yeah, Ricky Stenhouse did a nice job there. He saw the 22 coming. He pulled out to get around the 21 and used Brad Keselowski's push to get himself up in the 5th spot. And they do continue to catch this lead group.
Of Brad Keselowski's victories this year, 2 of them have come on last lap passes. One of those at what many consider to be the sister track to this Daytona Speedway, Talladega.
Well, they're going to have a lot of momentum coming right here about the right time.
They're going to have to find something to do with it now. They need to be making plans because they are going to have, a few miles an hour faster than the leaders are running.
Yeah, the only problem that Brad's going to have is he has nobody pushing him right there. So he's going to have to make a decision when he gets up there. Is he going to continue to follow this 6, even though he doesn't have a lot of experience here, or is he going to try to do something on his own?
Can I answer that?
Yeah.
No, he's not going to keep following him. 6 laps to go.
Yeah, they were about 0.4 of a second faster once again. Those two cars catching this group of 4.
Okay, it's gone.
Brad Keselowski is a fast race car. Mike?
You know, guys, when you look at Brad Keselowski's resume, a couple of things that stand out, and that would be his Cup Series win at Talladega and, of course, the Nationwide Series win there earlier this year. Obviously, this style of racing suits him. So I had a conversation with his crew chief, Paul Wolf, this weekend. He said part of it's instinctual, but part of it is the fact that he works at it so hard. He studies videotapes. He knows exactly where he wants to be. He puts himself in simulated situations so that he knows where he wants to be at this stage of the race. He studies this style of racing, and the homework could be paying off. He's running toward the front, but only a few laps to go, guys.
And behind them, Ryan Newman and Carl
they're coming
Edwards
too.
hooked up. Yeah.
These fans are standing. They're excited for Junior.
yeah.
They see this the
Whoa,
6 and
Kyle
the
Busch.
22 coming.
Did you see his hands working the wheel there? He had his hands full. Lap ago, we heard on Kyle, it was Kyle Busch's radio.
Here we go. Here goes Keselowski now around Stenhouse.
Kyle had something on the grill, apparently. We heard from his spotter saying, okay, it's gone. That was that move we saw out of traffic. And Paul Menard again.
Now another right front tire down on this 98 car.
Still under green. Not anymore.
Caution
Caution is out for debris from the 98 car with 5, now 4 laps to go.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Well, you had to know when you saw that tire that there was going to be debris.
Oh, yeah, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, no choice but to throw the yellow right there. And there it went. Man,
pops
you can
once
see
again.
that tire pop.
Same spot on the racetrack, too. After the first one came back, got on the... Oh, yeah, look at all the debris.
Yeah, there's a little bit there.
Yeah.
Oh, people hitting it, too.
All right, Mr. Champion Crew Chief.
Man.
Do
gosh.
you pit? Let me set you
You
up
know
here.
what?
Got 28 cars on the lead lap. You're probably looking at, if not a green-white checker finish,
Something
a very
close to it.
short run. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Let me tell you, Andy, before you answer, that I did see a crew chief yesterday and was talking to him. He said that even with 5 laps to go, that tires were going to be so important with these cars, with the way they drive, that they were going to have to come get tires.
Yeah, and you see all the debris, too. That's going to probably make my decision to come get the 4 tires. If I was on the fence after driving through all this debris field, I would really want tires, but man, that's such a tough decision.
And so I'm figuring that with the amount of time it's going to take to clean up all that debris, we are probably looking at a green-white checker.
Yes, more than likely. The thing is, I'm looking at the lap times, and they were still running, very fast lap times, which tells me they were on the throttle pretty good. So it'll be tough. And I will say you'll see some cars stay out right here, but you're going to see some pit stops as well.
Again, 28 cars on the lead lap. Here comes the field. Pit road is open. Now we find out.
And Harvick looks. Kyle Busch takes it and brings a bunch of cars with him.
Yes.
6 staying out at least at the front, Doc.
And originally, Kyle was going to follow the leader and do only what the leader did. In fact, Jason Ratcliffe said, if you come, we're going to go 2. And Kyle called it off, said, no, I want 4 tires if I come, and I may just come. So he did 4 tires, no changes. Let's go down to Mike.
And Ryan Newman also on pit road looking for some fresh rubber. Right side onlys for the 1 car.
Carl Edwards on pit road. Justin Allgaier getting that back panel repaired as best they can. I have 9 cars not stopping on this, and included Dale Earnhardt Jr., Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano, and Brad Keselowski. Oh, what a finish this is going to be. Yes, sir.